no electricity out there. He's going to talk to the people from the ship onto the sea. That's why when you look at Revelations 1 and 15, Revelation 1 and 15. And his feet, this is Mashiach Yahushua feet, like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Great voice, powerful voice. This is our power. You could go out in the sea and talk to people on the shoreline. that's power. Look at Daniel's 10 and 6. His body, Mashiach Yahushua just showed his feet. His body was like the burl. Look up burl in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says brown. So his body was brown. And his face as the appearance of lightning. And his eyes as lamps of fire. And his arms and his feet. So Daniel seen his arms and feet like in color to polished brass. We know that polished brass from Revelation 1:15 look like it burned in a furnace. Listen. And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. He put a whole lot of men together. That's his words. The voice of his words like a multitude. That's our power. So going back to Mark the 4th chapter. And verse 1. So he had a strong voice. He spoke loud. They called him an austere man. Mark 4 and 1. And he began again to teach by the seaside, and there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea, and the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine. Why are you speaking parables? That's riddles. Hearken. Listen. Behold, there went out a sower to sow, a farmer to sow seed. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched. And because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. This is what he said. Those parables he spoke. Way out in the sea, in a ship, to those that were of a multitude of people that were on the shoreline. And he said unto them, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone by himself, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. So some had enough sense to come and ask more, because they wanted to know more. Like, I wonder about this generation now. Y'all don't want to know nothing. Y'all any questions? Nope. You got no questions. You ain't studying. You studying everything that you study. You understand. But they came with the apostles, knowing that they were going to see him. They came with the 12. And he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery, that's something that's unknown, of the kingdom of the Most High. So the kingdom of the Most High is a mystery. Because they came, they inquired, they wanted to know more than what they knew, because there will come a time when You better, whatever you have, you think you know how to make it to the kingdom, I'm hoping you know enough to be able to abide by this word without the word, because they're coming for you. And the only thing you have to apply is what you know according to what you're supposed to know of this word. And he said it to them. That's why some of the multitude that was with, so the people that was with the multitude came to 12. This is what he said to them. And he said it to them, verse 11, unto you it is given to know the mystery. That's something that's unknown. A mystery is something that's unknown of the kingdom of the Most High. So the kingdom of the Most High is not known. You got to be taught it. But unto them that are without, those that didn't want to come, those that don't have no questions, those that know everything that they should know to make it to the kingdom, all these things are done in parables, riddles. Why? That seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. That let you know right there, Mashiach Shai, let you know point blank without a shadow of a doubt, he do not want everyone to be saved. There it is. You can't make it say nothing different, because your sins are forgiven you. Lake of fire, here you come. You ain't written in the book of life. Your sins are forgiven. You ain't written in the book of life. If your sins are forgiven you, if your name ain't written in the book of life, you're going to the lake of fire, people. Point blank. Let me show you right quick. You don't take a rocket science to figure this out. He make it clear. He makes it clear. In Revelation 20 and 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Point blank. So he don't want everybody's sins to be forgiven. That's why he said, let the multitude perish then that was born in vain. Let my grape be kept, and my plant be kept. For with great labor have I labored to make it perfect. Have I made it? With labor have I made it perfect. What he's saying. So some people were born in vain. And it could be our family members, could be our friends, could be our associates, could be our, hopefully not you, hopefully not me. But we got to endure to the end. We ain't endured to the end yet. Got to make it. Got to make this right. Let's let you know right here in Mark 4 and 12, that he do not want everyone to be saved. Listen, that seeing they may see, Mark 4 and 12, and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand. I've been around people like this. Dumb as ever, as far as this goes. Lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. They wicked. The wicked ain't gonna go with this. They're not gonna deal with this. They set up for the lake of fire just for that number. Some are. That's why their consolation is right now. This is it. This is all she wants. This is their salvation right now. Look at verse 16. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, they hear the word, immediately receive it with gladness. They so happy. Oh, I understand the truth. I'm getting the truth. Oh, they're happy as ever. They receive it with gladness. And have no root in themselves. They don't have a root in themselves. They don't have a Mashiach Yahushua. He's the foundation, brothers and sisters. That's the foundation. Not Israel, but a Mashiach Yahushua. To the glory of the Most High. He the foundation that everything will be built upon. They have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. You see them around just for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution rises for the word's sake, or you start seeing that they're going through changes behind dealing in the truth, or affliction start happening behind them being in the truth, immediately they are offended. They're offended. Acting like a little spoiled child. That's why you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing for everyone, because they get offended. They get offended and they act like, you know, you did something special. You better be right. You better be right. And all you think you don't see me. Mashiach Shai forewarned us in verse 22. But there is nothing here which shall not be manifested. Neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. It's real. So ain't you that feel you don't see me. Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. You ain't missing nothing. But see, people don't have the right faith in these last days. Hopefully you're gonna be able to make it. It's about, but we trying to look out for everybody else. We ain't even made it ourselves. Look at St. John, the 6th chapter, in the 44th verse. St. John 6:44. No man can come to me. So Mashiach Yahushua. He said, no man can come to him except the Father which have sent me draw him. So Most High got to draw you to a Mashiach Yahushua, and I will raise him up at the last day, he said. That's why he told us this. The Most High gonna draw men to a Mashiach Yahushua. And the Most High has given the Mashiach Yahushua this. And he says in St. John 15:16, ye have not chosen me,